How's it going, guys? My name is Josh, and if you saw my intro video, you know that I started the summer shredding challenge on March 5th, which pretty much means I'm on a diet. So what I want to share with you guys in this video is how I'm going to be approaching my leg workouts. In my intro video, I also mentioned that I had surgery on my right hip, and it's until now is that when I'm able to start squatting. And due to me compensating so much on one side, I've developed some kind of low back pain, but with front squats I feel no pain whatsoever, which is really good. So what I'm really focusing on is just progressing with my warm-up and doing as many warm-up sets as possible without a belt. As I get closer to my working sets, I put on a belt. Just because, again, I don't feel any pain as long as I wear a belt. Okay, so this is still my last warm-up set. Today in this workout I did 175 for 5 sets of 5. So the way I'm progressing is also doing 5 sets of 5 and every week adding anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds. And I'm not really doing the front squat to strengthen my front squat. I'm doing it to develop more leg strength. And what I mean by that is that my form is what's most important. I want to make sure I keep solid form, stay in an upright position, keep my elbows up as high as possible, just so it can carry over to my low bar back squat. If you guys have trouble in leaning forward or staying upright in your low bar back squat, it's really good to do front squats. It's an excellent exercise just because it trains all the muscles that help you fight to stay in an upright position, like your upper back muscles, the muscles on that go along your spine, so your erectors, and also your quads. It's a really good exercise to train your glutes, which is a really important muscle in order to keep yourself upright. Just because your glutes extend your hips, and typically people who have like some kind of good morning squat, a lot of times it's because their glutes don't fire from the hole. So that means their knees start to extend before their glutes start to extend their hips. Anyways, after doing front squats, I couldn't help but to try to low bar back squat, and I'm pretty happy how my form looks. Although I'm still pretty foreign to the movement just because I haven't done it in such a long time, but it's getting better and better every time I go back and try to attempt it. I feel less pain, less discomfort, so I know for a fact I'll be back soon, very soon, to just training the low bar back squat. And on this next clip I'm about to show you is me pulling sumo. So usually I train conventional, and I found that pulling sumo, it puts a lot less stress on my hips and my low back. I'm able to stay more neutral down my spine. So right here I did 5 sets of 5 with 245. I'm just showing you one set, but I'm really excited to start progressing in the sumo deadlift. And right now I'm just showing you some staple accessory exercises that I'm going to be doing throughout this diet. A lot of these exercises are just to help with my imbalance. I'm still trying to build strength to make sure I maintain as much muscle as possible and possibly even build, just because I'm so detrained. But this exercise is really good because it helps with any kind of imbalance you have with your hips. It strengthens one side and it also stretches the other. So it just keeps everything in check to make sure everything's well balanced. I like grabbing just one dumbbell on the inside just because it helps me keep more balance, and it helps me activate my glute. One thing I gotta work on is not trying to go so fast and going and controlling the way down, but we'll improve little by little. And right here I'm doing leg press. The gym that I train at and that I work at, it's Steelhouse Fitness Miami. We recently got new equipment, and this leg press has some handles on the right under the seat, which is really cool because you're able to pull yourself down into the chair, which keeps your hips and your low back nice and tucked into the chair. So the way I'm progressing with all these movements is I'm doing anywhere from 4 sets of 8 to 12. Once I reach sets of 12 with fixed weight, I then increase the weight by anywhere from 5 to 10 pounds, then go back to sets of 8. Once I reach sets of 12 with that weight, I then increase again and go back down to 8, and so forth. And right here I'm doing barbell glute bridges with a band wrapped around my knees, which helps me activate my abductors, abductors. And if you guys suffer from low back pain, this is an excellent exercise to include in your workout, just because it activates your glutes, it makes them stronger, which helps to stabilize your back for the squat. And right here I'm doing single leg RDLs. I'm not doing barbell RDLs because, again, I have an imbalance. Every time I do barbell RDLs, I push more with my left side, or I should say pull more with my left side over my right, and these just help keep everything balanced and in check. I really recommend you guys do this exercise if you feel like one leg is stronger than the other, or one hamstring is more active than the other. This just helps keep everything balanced. How's it going, guys? So before I end this video, just wanted to give you a little bit more insight on how I'm going to be approaching my leg workouts. So as you guys know, I had surgery on my right hip, and because of it I haven't been training legs consistently for the past 9 months. And when you're on a deficit of calories, it's very important for every muscle to try to maintain strength and possibly even build. Obviously, if you're well trained, it's very hard for you to build more muscle and more strength when you're on a deficit of calories. So what's interesting about my situation is that because I haven't been training in such a long time, or my legs are detrained, in other words, it's going to be a lot easier for me to build strength on my lower body compared to my upper body. So I'm very excited to show you guys that whole process on how I'm going to be able to build my squat and my deadlift back up, and hopefully get back on the platform by the end of the year. Also, something very important I forgot to mention is my workout split. So the way my workouts are split currently is I'm doing legs, push, pull, rest. So I train for 3 days straight, rest 1 day, then continue again the cycle for 3 days of training, 1 day rest. So legs, push, pull, rest. And this just allows for me to train each muscle group twice, and it's especially needed now that I'm going to be on a deficit of calories. Anyways, if you guys found this video informative, like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, comment down below, and I'll be sure to answer as soon as possible. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay well. Peace.